Hello world, I'm Uncle Carp. Welcome once again to Cultist Simulator, where this time we are going to play the Exile DLC, and luckily they made this kind of thing here where you can just select what DLC you want to play, so you don't have to first play and get a particular legacy or a particular ending to get the legacy. You can just play it. So let's start here. Yeah, let's play the DLC. So I don't know anything about this DLC. I know that this is different. Let's just pause immediately. This is supposedly completely different, and yes, it looks to be completely different. Let's name ourselves here first of all. And apparently this has 10 endings. So those are the only things I know about this. You know, I'm gonna move all of this away from the map because I don't want things to be on the map. So there's gonna be a lot of reading. We're gonna read everything here because I don't know what is what. We got map here, we got X's here, got some moths there, got some kitties there, got some eyes over there, we got axe over there, we got some flowers over here, maybe some food over there. Can you see, like, there's some more eyes? Is that a lake or a symbol? I'm not sure. Can't see Finland much, or much of Finland, only the very southern edge here. Makes me kind of sad. Would have wanted to go to Helsinki, maybe. Can we see any other symbols anywhere? No. Okay, so let's see. What is our main... employ is the main verb we have here. Make use of something. Address opportunities, run operations, or convert years to cash. Slot plan. It's the empty space which makes the bowl useful, okay? And the plan... Aspect weapon, aspect opportunity. Oh, so it's the plan, probably. Aspect connection, aspect lore, aspect comfort, aspect proof. Okay, so looks like we can't put this here. Let's see. Stolen years. A year of generosity donated life as entered in the cinder tally. This is aspect stolen lifespan. Years from the lives of others, bought, stolen, or extorted. Can we put that here? We cannot put that here. Then we have a trace here. Trace. A betraying clue that my pursuers might recognize. Reckoner appears more quickly and are more powerful when there are more traces on the board. The foe himself can appear once there are at least 5. Well, there is already at least 5. Doesn't sound good. Okay, so we can put the escape plan here, so we're gonna look at that last. So, stolen decay. 10 years of generously donated life as entered in the cinder tally. Stolen lifespan. Did the trace have any aspects? No, it doesn't have any aspects. Right, so the escape plan, or an escape plan. I need to get somewhere I'll be safe, at least for a little while. And this has the aspect opportunity, unrealized potential. So we put this in here. From under their noses. My old confederates are out searching for me. I hear the whistles and their fingers snapping at every corner. And no wonder, given what I've just stolen. But enough was enough. Okay, it takes 2 seconds for this to run out. What do we get from here? Well, a lot of other verbs, apparently. Onworks, the old rogue in Prague who calls herself Tante Adeline could use my help. We get Prague, the old... Okay, it's the same thing here. Once you leave the current city, this will never be available again. Okay, now first of all, let's put this somewhere here. Okay, we got Prague. And this is still employ. Does Prague go in here? No, Prague doesn't go in here. So are we in Prague now, or does this mean we can go to Prague? Okay, Prague's there. But the axe doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. What's this word? Far enough and fast enough. I'm more than enough cash for the journey, but I might need to travel light. Leaving the city will shake off your pursuers, but they'll find you again eventually. Okay. The wheel turns. The sun crosses the sky. Night pursues it. And right behind me, this one knows my face, and I know his. Okay, so... Far enough and fast enough. Yep. So, we got 2 cash. Okay, yeah, let's put the verbs over Russia. Russia's got a lot of space. Some travels are intended to broaden one's mind, others to lengthen one's life. So... we could put the Prague here, so we travel to Prague, I think. Okay, and this is the wheel turns, the sun crosses the sky, night pursues it. Okay, that's probably just time passing, like we had in the original one. A hostile move. The assassin is moving against me. Direct reckoning attacks cause wounds if they succeed. They usually succeed unless you try to card to defend yourself. You can also try to bribe them with a decade, though they may get greedy. So we could put a stolen decade here. Okay, it kind of looks to me like we want to go to Prague. So someone's attacking us wherever we are at this moment, and we want to travel to Prague. This is what I am taking this to be. I'll need cash to pay my way. Cash is a considerable sum, enough to open a door, fund a project, or excite avarice. It's got the aspects assets, something that want object to being owned. It's got the aspect of knock. The knock permits no seal and no isolation. It thrusts us gleefully out of safety of ignorance. The knock is the principle that opens doors and unseals barriers. It's got the aspect portable, an asset that might travel with you. It's got the aspect of forge. Fire, I once read, is the winter that warms at the spring that consumes. Okay, the principle of the forge transforms and destroys. We have aspect worth. If I had to convert this into cash, how much would it be? Well, it is already cash. Aspect supplies. Finite, like a lifetime. Supplies are consumed when used, and it's got the aspect of grail, hunger, lust, the drowning waters. The principle of the grail honors both the birth and the feast. So, put some cash in here. Prepare to depart. Time to go. Have I forgotten anything? You can only take portable assets with you. Departure will end all ongoing recurrent actions and remove all traces, but it will also abandon assets, location, destination, local contacts, and ongoing operations. Well, let's just make sure that we... Okay, we can't put anything in here. We could put a stolen decade in here. And we could proc it. Okay, you know what? Before... It just feels like we can't do anything else, but let's just put the stolen decade in here. The assassin is moving against me. Yeah, we know that, so... We'll see what happens if we put the stolen decade in there, and then we'll move to Prague. A higher price, double! If you add another decade, the price will succeed. If not, your pursuit will consume the first decade and keep coming. You know what, let's just put another one. We're probably wasting these here. I feel like we should have just gone to Prague, but it's fine. Also, I just started to look at some of the things that we had written here, because this is mandatory Iraq. Why is it mandatory? Also, what does it actually say? Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. Oh, it's just a USSR. Which does give us a little bit of a clue of the year, because it's the USSR only after the revolution, when Stalin came to power in the... What year was it? Something... 1915, maybe? Somewhere thereabouts. Give or take 5 years, 1915. Then we got the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes here. We got Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary, everything else. Oh, Czechoslovakia. Instead of being Czech and Slovakia. Estonia is independent. Yeah, actually, a lot of the countries that were part of the USSR over here. Like, these were part of the USSR, right? I'm just not imagining that. So, okay, but let's see what this does. So, sexual bride, deal, and this never happened. Okay, now, time, what are you doing? The wheel turns. At the end of each cycle, reckoners may also enter the city. Okay, so that's just what this does. So you give us a false report. My pursuers reported that I've left the city. I'll have a brief period of grace before any more searchers arrive. While this is present on the board, reckoners won't arrive in your current city, but if they're already present, it won't help. Okay, so at last now we know what that does. So let's head on to Prague then and use some of the cash there too. And what are you gonna grab? It's the empty space. You're grabbing a portable, an asset that might travel with you. Oh, is it the more assets we have, the longer it takes us to pack? Right. Interesting. Departure. Farewell. Oh, got some graphics here. Train. Arrival. Tan's Adeline is a sparrow-eyed, bare-necked, florid-cheeked mountain of a woman with an incongruously sweet voice. Here to crack some heads for me? She asks enthusiastically. Also, we got Connection Underworld, a mutually beneficial arrangement with the relevant professionals. Okay, what is this aspect? Assist deception. There's nothing more deceptive than an obvious fact. Arthur Conan Doyle. Anything with this aspect can be used to defeat traces. Okay. Arrival. Yeah, we already read it. So, Connection Underworld. Mutually beneficial arrangement. Alright. Read that as well. Got the cash that we took with us, and we got Prague here as well. The city of 100 spires, flexing its republican muscles beneath the benign gaze of Masaryk and his castlemen. Statues walk the bridges each night. This is Europe's heart, and for a while longer it will beat with sheer vigor. And this is a place of residence. I am here for now. Okay, we'll collect that, and can we travel anywhere? Okay, we can't travel anywhere else right now. We have Reconnoiter. It's cold old world out there, but I know a few tricks. Can we plan anything? Okay, we put the connections underworld here. Hint, use underworld connections. Add Forge 6 and space to begin a counterfeiting operation, a seaport opportunity, and a space to begin a smuggling operation of stolen year to complete an illegal fights. Do we have anything that goes in this location slot? No. So, in order to put this in here, compete in illegal fights. Nasty, but as long as I keep some years on hand, I shouldn't suffer too much permanent damage. Any failed challenge will result in a wound, which you won't be able to heal until the operation is complete. Edge aspect cards are often useful when competing in illegal fights. But I don't think we had any cards that have any aspects, really. So maybe we don't do illegal fights before this happens. So yeah, we'll see what this gives us. Reconnoiter. A knife's secret. I know adept, but I've had to kill a few adepts in my time. You pick things up as you go. Okay. And then we got Relinquish. Someone took a shot at me as I got out with the years. I'd almost forgotten. Okay, can we reconnoiter? Okay, we can reconnoiter more of Prague. Walk the city, seeking opportunity. There's always a small risk this will create a trace. Does it matter at this point in time? I don't know, but this is... Well, we'll do this. And we will also use the stolen year... Wait, was it here? No, the connection underworld is here. Wait. Oh, was it this where I was supposed to put it? Wait, I'm confused now. We could put this somewhere before. Where did that verb go? Which verb was it? I've already forgotten. Relinquish. Oh! We got a wound. I changed the dressing. I can move well enough. I could wait for it to heal, or heal with the stolen years if I'm in a hurry. But it'll take a whole decade, and it'll certainly be noticed. 7 of these will end me. Okay, it's got the aspect of winter and the aspect of knock. Right, grab that wound. What's happening here? The wheel is turning. This is communication. I have excellent reasons not to contact anyone from my old life, but that might yet change. Right, so can we put anything in here? We could relinquish... Well, what if we relinquish my wound? Heal a wound. Okay, so we could heal it with a stolen decade. Heal a wound with a stolen decade. The years must be burned in silence as dawn begins. The Madrigal is picky about that, and the wound dressed with the ashes. Okay, let's not do that. What else could we put here? The connection underworld. Provoke my connections. I'm not the only one with enemies. If I arrange a public rift with this contact, I might gain official connections instead. Or I might just annoy my current contacts. This will usually work, but sometimes fail and leave you with no connections in trace. If I arrange public with this contact... Okay, maybe we don't want to do anything with that. Okay, but the stolen year in here. Raise cash shortly. Selling lifespan directly for cash gets a lower price and will quickly draw reckoning attention. Once I find a better alternative, I should do it as little as possible. Right, okay, we can put this in here. No, we can put cash in here. Sell, abandon, extirpate, surrender. Okay, and oh, hey, we can put this in here. Deadliest of weapons. No reckoner is ever foolish enough to pass in the higher levels of the manses. To draw the attention of the true long, or the masters, would invite annihilation. But my foe had some traffic with the hours of struggle and conquest. He enjoyed certain protections. Boldness draws attention. This will destroy any current obscurity and create a trace. Okay, do we have any obscurity? I don't know. Okay, was it actually this way? If we put the stolen year in here. Right, now we can complete an illegal... Well, we have some edge aspect here. So let's do some illegal fighting here as well, then. What did you do? You did nothing. Okay. So this did nothing else for us. Fighting! Challenges will occur while your operation is running. If you can match their aspect requirements by adding cards, your operation will be subtle or more effective. Cards will remain in the operation until the end. Opportunity, an underworld connection. I bring around, and when you get around, you get to know certain kind of professional. That's just how it is. It's got the aspect price in years. And it's an opportunity. So, what do you want? You want... Okay, what if we put the wound in here? Okay, that maybe doesn't... Do we put the knife secret in here? Are you actually telling me somewhere what you require? Aspect needs a grail. Oh. Needs edge. Oh, okay, so 4 and 4. Well, let's put the knife secret there. We'll see what it does. And we can put anything in here. We can't put anything in here. We could relinquish. Trace. Right. What if we hit the shield wound? You know what? Because the thing is, we're gonna lose this first game. That's for sure. Like, I don't expect for a second that we are going to win this. Wait. Dawn, the moment. What? Okay, well, let's not put anything in there, see what happens, because it's not really telling us what it needs. It needs emptiness from there. Right, on we go. A challenge. Illegal fights, boldness, or bribery. Match the challenges with edge, forge, or knock or lantern to increase effectiveness. Alternately, match it with hard rail, moth, or winter to increase subtlety. Okay, so I don't want to put our last cash in there, because I don't know how we can get more cash. So let's just see if we can deal with it without going all the way. Walk the city, seeking opportunities. So, opportunity, grand townhouse. I can acquire a property. A townhouse provides significant space. As a good place to take refuge or entertain guests, it provides both hot and grail. If you plan to retire here, it will also provide considerable comfort. It had the aspect of price in value, plus a reasonable sum for the wear and tear of the conscience in demanded beers. Provide this or greater in worth. Okay, where do you go? Where do you go? Where do you go? You don't go anywhere. Oh, yes you do. Oh, right. Gotta do it this way. I already forgotten how to play this game. Gotta click on them and then move them to see where they can be put into. Right, so you can go in here. Purchase. So we would need 4 cash. Okay, we had a way to turn years into cash. What was that way? Stolen years. Okay, can't seem to be able to do them really anywhere at now. Well, we'll go reconnoitering Prague some more. Communication. Temptation. Escape. I've stolen a fortune in years from a reckoner lord who trusted me. He'll pursue me across continents, but even his reach has limits. I achieved 7 obscurity to send a taunting message to a reckoner. Foe. Disappear forever and win the game. Okay. So, temptation, escape. Where can we put you in? We can put you in here. That's probably not the correct thing. We can put you in here. If your obscurity reaches 7, you can send taunting message to a reckoner foe before it disappear forever. So, we need obscurity. Obscurity. This might be the only defense against the reckoner lord. It might be no defense at all. So we need to some way to find obscurity. Okay, so now we know what our end goal is. It's to gain 7 obscurity. What is this, by the way, here? This is probably obscurity. This I don't know. This is wounds. We have 1 wound somewhere, and this is this years? 46, 56. We've got 10 in here. Okay, yeah, that's the years apparently. Okay. Reconnoiter Prague. Walk the city, seeking opportunities. There's always more descriptions. Dawn, sunrise, when the world is clear. Okay, so Dawn is a card we can find. This one is Dawn, right? Yes. Could have told me that you want Dawn. I mean, yes, it says Dawn. The Madrigal is not merciful. She always exacts what is necessary. But then, I've never been the kind to ask for mercy. Right, and seems like it did something. A trace! It's hard to pass through the world and leave no footprints. Reckoners use traces to find you. Okay, a trace, yes. And it's something that stays, okay? So if we want to get rid of that, we need to move. There's nothing we can put to this verb. Well, we can put Prague in here again. You know what? Let's just keep doing this. We'll keep walking the city, seeking opportunities. And oh, that gives another trace. Okay, so this was relinquished. If we put stolen years in here, we get cash. Okay, selling lifespan directly for cash gets you lower plights. Yes. Once I find a better alternative, I should do this. Okay, what if we put break down a stolen decade? Stolen life is more easily sold by the year than the decade. I have the tools to make the necessary changes, but I must be very careful with my pen strokes. She who comes before the sun looks unkindly on sloppiness. Okay, years cannot be converted back into decades. Okay, so then we don't want to really... If we have years, we don't want to break down the decades. And nothing else went here. Oh, we put cash in here. Send cash ahead. Oh, that's interesting. So as soon as we find a second place to go to, we can start sending cash ahead if we have cash, so we don't have to use so much time packing. Right. Okay. Missed challenge. That could have gone better. Yep. And operation continues. More illegal fights. I'll be ready. Who's next? A challenge. Illegal fights. Tough or quick? What if I just don't want to fight anymore? Can I already failed once. I don't want to fail again. Freezing winds. Frost walks here. Oh, we can probably use the freezing winds here. Yes, that adds a bit more edge. So, right, okay. So we'll just keep wait. Send discreet messages from Prague. If I run, I should run somewhere I have an old friend, or at least an old acquaintance. This allows you to find a place to flee to, but there's smaller to trade. Whereas the reckoners might get there before you. But it kind of sounds... I feel like we're probably gonna need one of these at some point. But let's just keep reconnoitering. And how long are you gonna last? You're gonna last here for... what's that? 4 minutes about-ish? Are we gonna get the cash so that we can buy this? Well, we only need 2 more cash. And... wait, alright, yeah, this went here. Oh, more traces! That's probably not good. Opportunity, an underworld connection. Right. Add enough years to match the price. What is the price? Purchase with years. Here's someone who will only accept payment in the currency of the Cinder tally. Okay, we'll see what that does. I wonder how many traces is bad. Because, well, don't know yet. Let's just keep reconnoitering Prague, hoping to find more cards we can put in here. Probably shouldn't have put the... oh no. Too many traces. I left too many traces. Necros have followed me here. If you have more than 1 trace on the board, it'll... okay, more than 1. Okay, good to know. So maybe we should try to figure out a way to leave, but... smoky room, scrambled banknotes. I'm tired of this. Operations are a much more safer way to convert years to cash. Most operations require connections. What are operations? Is this operations? This is probably operations. Okay, now I'm starting to feel like... because we got this thing happening here, we probably want to go. Connection Underworld. And done. So we... okay, we already had one of those, right? Now this is an opportunity, an underworld connection. Yeah, but okay, we use this here. Provoke my connections. I might gain official connections instead, or I might just know my current contacts. Add 6 forge and a space in counterfeiting operation. Okay, how are we gonna find 6 forge? Now we need a location. So let's just keep selling the stolen years. I'm worried about this reckoner thing here. More traces. Missed challenge. That could have gone better. Yes, I'm pretty sure it could have. Night. The deep watches of the night. And again, I can't sleep. Okay, can we put night anywhere? We can put that here. Is there something on my mind? Well, let's walk the streets at night and see. Temptation. So we put the temptation escape here. Thoughts of peace. It's been a long time I'm sitting with peace. This could be a fresh thought. Okay, what can we put in here? Nothing in travel. Okay, travel, you go there. We're not gonna be apparently needing you unless we have a location, an ally, or a destination, or if we're exhausted. Right, reconnoiter. Yeah, we just keep doing this. You know what? Let's do this at this point. Just see what that does. An operation more. So feels like we're gonna die here, because we can't just stop this, apparently. Which is bad. I don't want to fight here. You can put this in here. What does this do? I'm addressing challenge with edge. This will increase effect. Oh, this has got a lot of edge. Okay, so that's good. That's good. Yeah, we'll put that there. Sure. And we'll reconnoiter nothing, because nothing goes in here. Right. Oh, by the way, since we're looking at here, the bird worm thing has option now for anarchy, because in the game, base game, you had this option if you had, well, it's probably an option, well, it is no longer an option. When something has the magnets thing that it's going to pick something, you could then just take the cards and hold them in your hand and they wouldn't be drawn to the magnet. Apparently that was a bug that they known for like the whole time, but they just didn't decide to fix it. But now they have fixed it. But if you want the old way to work, you can turn this to anarchy and then that'll work. We're gonna keep it on order on this time, and if it feels like we're gonna want to do that, then at some point we're gonna change that, but we'll see. So, we get tranquility. Even in a life like mine, there are moments when it's a possible thing. What may come, may come. Okay, tranquility, do you go anywhere? You could go in there, sure. And we had nothing to reconnoiter. Do we have anything to employ? So, right, this is the thing we need the money for, and that's what we're using that for. The search. There's a tingling sensation on the back of my neck. Someone's looking for me. Okay. They're gonna find us very quickly, I think. Onwards! It was the White City once. Now they call it the Red Vienna. There's a Ligaen here, and the scars of the Warm Wars are still visible to those who know. But if I'm to die, I'd like to see the old place one more time. So we get the Vienna. That's the same text, and this is just a destination round. So we could travel there. Wait, wasn't there a way to send money forwards? What was that? Okay, this. Right, so we can send money to Vienna. Send cash. Should we do that? Because 4 traces feels bad. You know what? We're gonna see if someone comes. Reinforcements. Reckoners have noticed I'm here. There's someone helped to smoke me out. Okay. So, we're probably not gonna get this grand townhouse from Prague then. So let's just start sending cash to Vienna. Ooh, more cash. Smoke rooms, scrambled banknotes. I'm tired of this. Operations, so... But we don't have any operations that we can do. Yeah, let's just keep turning the stolen years into cash. Is there anything we can reconnoiter? Okay, we can reconnoiter Prague, so let's just keep reconnoitering Prague then. And this, oh, should I see if we can put this into something else. And operation continues. More illegal fights. I'll be ready. Who's next? An operation is complete. Ugh. Also, what's the graphic there? It's a woman smelling some flowers. Oh, rose, apparently. Subtlety wasn't my priority here. You achieved one subtlety. There is a serious risk of trace. Okay, and we got an official connection opportunity. Okay, what can we do with this? Add enough years to match the price. The price is probably just 1, so we'll put 1 stolen year in here. Purchase with years. Here's someone who will only accept payment. Yeah, that's the same text we've seen before. And yeah, we'll keep reconnoitering Prague. Return on investment. I've got a good value for my years. Ooh, what's you doing? The surge. I've learned to listen to my instincts, and my instincts tell me someone's working against me. The more choice on the board, the more quickly a person will be able to move against you. Right. So, what did we get from here? Okay, we got our opportunity underworld connection back. We got a wound. We got a husk. Something's being used up. That lasts for a second. Okay, we got another wound, which apparently we can't stack, even though they have the same time. Our knife secret got exhausted. Interesting. We got another opportunity. Underworld connection. Fights paying off. Lasts for a second. We got more cash, and we got even more cash. Okay, so now we could buy the townhouse. But then again, do we want to buy the townhouse over here? You know what? I'm gonna think about that, and we're gonna put a cut in here and continue from this point in the next episode. I'm Uncle Carp. This has been Cultist Simulator with the Exile DLC, and I am so pumped for this. This is the thing I've been waiting for. Well, since it was quite surprisingly said that hey, we got a new DLC coming pretty soon. But ever since the announcement that it's coming, I've been like, this is the thing I've been waiting for most. So we're gonna be playing. Well, we're gonna be playing until we finish. But yeah, we're gonna continue in the next episode and put a cat in here. I'm Uncle Carp. This has been Cultist Simulator with the Exile DLC. Goodbye, world. Thanks for watching. See you next time.